Hi, I'm John from the YouTube channels Pro Craps and Casino Gaming TV. This year's Craps for the Cure is going to be held November 11th and 12th in Las Vegas at Casino Quest. The whole thing will be streamed live on the Casino Quest YouTube channel. This year, obviously, we're raising money for veterans moving forward, which helps to raise service animals for veterans with PTSD. It costs $50,000 to raise one dog. That's our goal this year. Let's put one dog into one veteran's house as a group. Join us again for 20 hours over 2 days of straight up craps play, talk, competitions, dice throwing, strategy breakdowns, dealing practice, you name it. If it's got to do with craps, we're doing it for 20 straight hours to raise money for our vets. Looking forward to seeing you out there live at Casino Quest or on their YouTube channel. Again, if you want to donate, there's plenty of chances to donate at crapsforthecure.com. We have auction items, raffle items, event ticketing while you're there, and of course, live donations and pledges taken during the broadcast. Can't wait to see you there. Can't wait to hook up one vet with a dog. Let's get this done, everybody. See you on Veterans Day weekend. In the meantime, God bless. There we go. Hey, sorry about that. I didn't turn my microphone on. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Craps with Old Johnny here on that Casino Gaming TV. We're going to do some, we got a quick show today, actually. It's going to be kind of an in and out kind of a deal. I have work starting today at 8:45. I got a hard stop here at 8:40. So let's get in and get out. We're going to start like we always do here with our $1 Million Challenge. We're on day 2 of month 2, virtual month 2. We're going to kind of run it every day. I've got permission from Buckeye to do that. So here we go. $500 bankroll. We've won, I should probably mark this in here somewhere. We've won $150 one time so far. We got to win 4 times at $150. All the money I've won so far is in the front of the rack, by the way. The nice thing about this challenge is that if you screw it up, you've earned enough money to start over again at $300 from your excess, right? So like basically what we're earning here along the way lets you restart. But here we go, puck's off. I'm gonna set up like I did before. We're just gonna go after it here. I'll take one healthy shot at it to get started. And then if I fail, we'll go a little bit lighter and work it that way. But I'm gonna put 160 across. I'm gonna try and just get the hell out of here quickly. If we can. Let's catch a point real quick. We got a point of 9. Let's grab a few hits in here, shall we? A little bit of a regression. I'm gonna do a regression like I did last week here. So 4 is gonna pay 50 for 1. I'm gonna take a $5 chip and break it down into 4 whites to pay that dollar vig. That's fantastic. That comes back to my rack. And I'm gonna bring the sisters both down to their base. So I'm gonna break another green chip up. I'll take one of these. I'll break a green chip up into reds, like so. $10 here, $10 there, which brings another quarter back to the rack, like so. It's our first hit. Okay. There's another 6, 3 hard, 6. That's going to be the same pattern, $35. I'm going to take both of these bets down, make them look like $12 each. There's my whites from before. I can just take this right out there. Now the 6 and the 8 are down. There's $4.75 in the rack. We got an aces. It doesn't matter. There's a 9. Perfect. What talk about a perfect run right there. The 9 pays $35. That's the point. I'm going to bring the 5 and the 9 both back to the rack. There's my starting bankroll. There is $50 in lost profit. The 5 and 9 are both out here at minimum. We're at 64 across. That's totally paid for. We have our starting bankroll back plus $50 in profit. So if I can turn this into $100 somehow, by hook or by crook, we'll be in good shape. There's a 6 for the point. At the very least, I got $50 in there, which is nice. All right, we got a 9, 5, and a 4. That's a big old 9. We're gonna go regression up and pull. We're gonna do the pattern today that I'm playing on the talks. We regressed from 25 down to 10. Up a unit, pull back profit. Up and pull, regression up and pull all day. There's a 9. The power of the RUP. 15 is going to pay $21. Whoops. We're going to go up a unit, pull back profit, just like so. And if I keep going here, I'm going to go ahead and do this for you. We're going to take those reds, make them a green. There's 75 there. There's 64, 74 out here. 75 plus 75. Folks, that's $150. That's our goal, right? Again, keep your eye on your rack all the time. When you're doing this kind of stuff and you're playing for a specific exact paycheck like this, 75, there's 75. That is $150. If I take a black chip for the greens, we're out, right? That's day 2. We've won $150 now, twice. I'll put this back in the rack right there. We'll get our rack looking beautiful. There's our 175. We've now won 2 times. So yay, John. Yay, John. We did it. We have 2 more $150 wins to go. I'm going to color up my rack real quick so we have the right dollars in there. That's a quarter between the reds and the greens. Those greens make up a black. And what I've got in the rack on the way to $1 million is $452 in profit. So some of that was earned as excess from month 1. Now we have $250 wins from month 2. If I happen to burn the bankroll, I have enough money here to restart the challenge without dipping into my actual bankroll, which is a nice thing about the challenge. It's a $300 side bet. There we go, Buckeye. Day 2 in the books. Day 2 of month 2 in the books. And let's get after the actual show. And good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We're on a new schedule, by the way. If I show you what's happening here, we are on a new schedule. We started today at 7 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. my time, 10 a.m. East Coast time for the daily paycheck, which is the original time, which everybody loved. Y'all hated when I went to 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock for it, but schedule is what schedule is. I had to make that switch. Now I got to go back. I don't love the 7 o'clock time. I got to get up early, which is selfish. But more than anything else, if I start the daily paycheck at 7 and I have a rough run, I could run into this show's time slot, and I could have to stop early, whatever else. I like that show to have the breath or the air to breathe, I guess, right? If I need to go longer, I can go longer. And some days we go an hour and a half sometimes to make the paycheck. I'm willing to do that. But now at 7 o'clock in the morning, I have to stop it at 7:45 to get down here in time for this show. So there may be days where that daily paycheck is split. I'm going to have to do it, stop it, do this show, go back out there again at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or maybe at night and finish off my day. So I don't like having to split the session. I like it rhythmic if I can. So hopefully we can win quick and make it a non-issue. But that's the deal. We're on a new schedule. Yeah, and it's my work. I got switched up and now I'm working back 9 to noon. And in fact, my 9 o'clock start is a hard start because I'm teaching class now. So I got to get the classroom going before 9. So 8:45 is my hard stop here today. Actually today 8:40. So let's get after it. Sideshow Gamble made his appearance back on Friday Night Fights. Midmo Yo, but that one yo that he hit for like $450 was awesome. That was great. But didn't quite get it done in the end. But it was good to have him making those bets and hearing his voice doing the thing. It was cool. So welcome back, Chris. And hopefully we'll start seeing you more on the regular here. I know you're trying to get reacclimated to life in these United States, but glad to have you back, man. Red Cross, I'll recap that for you in a minute. And today we're going to start our progression series. Last week we did nothing but negative progressions. We were doing we were chasing loss all week. We were doing the martingale, and we did the Lachey, and we did the Dalen Bear and the Fibonacci, all these ways to chase your loss. Today and this week, we're going to go the other side. We're going to hammer the wins. We're going to try and catch a streak somehow, right? I think this game is not as streaky as a game like roulette can be, or a game like Baccarat can be. Those games where you have a more binary result, you get very streaky sometimes. What I'm going to show you this week are strategies that were betting strategies, not play strategies. So in other words, monetary betting strategies, not play strategies that are designed to hit a streak and get it done. So we'll have fun this week on the positive side. It's going to be a little more volatile, little more exciting than going negative, but a little less butt clenchy too, I think, at some point. All right, so tonight, don't forget, you got TCS at 6, you got Mac at 8, and you got Big AZ at, I think 10 o'clock Eastern. I didn't put the time, but he's 10 o'clock Eastern. So 5 or 6, 8, and 10. Craps folks following me, and of course, wind it back in the morning. You got Joe, Big Joe from Craps Master Journey in the morning at 6. So with that said, let's spring forward here and look at Craps for the Cure. Not a lot of updates for you here, other than I did an hour interview yesterday with Michael Shackelford, who can't make it live. He's going to be out hiking. Like most Vegas locals, he's getting the hell out of Dodge during Veterans Day weekend and the F1 race following. But we had a nice talk. We talked for a good hour yesterday. I don't know how I'm going to cut that video up because I don't have time for a whole hour to show during the telethon, but I can break up our segments into like probably 15 minutes and I can kind of drop them in here and there. We talked about trends, which was cool. He doesn't like the word trends either, but he also doesn't get it as dogmatic as I do about it. We see it the same way. It's like there's in a game of independent trials, there can be no such thing as a trend. But he reminds me, he's like, if people want to call it that, let them call it that. I don't know why he's like, I don't know why you get so dug in the heels. And I'm like, I just do, but I got to not do that so much. But yeah, we talked about that. We talked about bubble craps. I'll give you his thoughts on bubble craps at some point. There's a few things that I've said to you in the past that I'll own it, man. I'm wrong on some things. I'm right on some things. And we had a nice talk about bubble craps and how random number generators work and how those machines actually work. So it's interesting. It was an interesting talk. So I think you're going to like what he had to say, and the way we interact is pretty cool. I think Michael's just such a great dude. So I'm happy to have him anytime. So all right, there it is. That's the update for that. By the way, I will also have the auctions. I opened the auctions up on Friday. A lot of confusion about how the raffle tickets versus the buy now thing works. I got to get the auction people to help me tie that up. So I'm trying to get a hold of them today to make that happen. So I had to close the auction down because of clarity. I'll get it back open again tonight. So it'll be cool. Nemo, do not be nervous. We are regular people. Like I'm literally like a short, fat dude who likes to have fun. Like it's all good. There's no pressure here at all. We literally go there and just act like fools for 20 hours. We're just going to go to Casino Quest and act like idiots. We're going to be betting and throwing and doing all the things, just having fun. It's all about the camaraderie. It's all about asking for money. That's it. It's total fun. There's nothing to be nervous about at all. I get nervous because I want to make sure the show doesn't suck. And like that, the stream doesn't fail, right? Other than that, it's just stupid fun with a bunch of friends. Have fun. It's gonna be great. Alrighty, what's next? Let's see. What happened to my Stream Deck? My Stream Deck changed. Hold on a second. Why did it change its thing? We got to be here. There we go. All right, recap. Daily paycheck. Red Cross 6-0, $1,600 up, which is awesome. Today, perfect run. I rolled up in, just like Friday, I rolled up into the garage this morning and literally threw like a 15 roller out of the gate. No horn numbers, all box numbers. It was a beautiful thing. I did mispay myself twice. I think I owe the bank $30. I made a mispayment. Janet and Wager fixed it for me. I owe the bank some money, but whatever. In the end of it, I kept playing and I hit numbers anyway, so it would have worked itself out. I would have played less excess is all that changes that, but it still won as 250. I'm happy with it. It did a good job. I'm waiting for the day, man, that it's going to come where I hit I'm going to hit the nightmare and it's going to crush me at some point. So I'm waiting for that pin to drop, but so far so good. I've been even keel. It's been working for me. So keep your fingers crossed that the Red Cross keeps going. When it goes south, and it will go south, we'll have to have a talk about it, right? I hope I get to 2,500 in profit before it goes south. I'd like to have it not go negative. Like, let's win the money first and then have it go afterwards. All right, let's get into the actual content for today. And I want to talk about applying pressure. So, as I said before, the last series of shows that we did were all about negative progressions. You lose, you raise your bet. You lose, you raise your bet. When you start winning, you come down on your bets. And it's a way to sort of mitigate your loss by recovering it with a built-in system, right? Negative progressions, recover loss on a plan, like a rhythm. What we're going to do this set of shows is work through a positive progression, or what I call applying pressure. If you look at my two favorite sports analogies, right? In football, I say it drives me nuts when guys are tentative, right? We always say, put your foot in the ground, lean off of that thing, put your foot in the ground, drive out, make a decision, right? Make a hard decision. You got to make a guy react to you. That's putting pressure on. In baseball, I always tell my guys, I don't care if it's a weak ground ball to the pitcher, if it's an infield pop-up, you bust your ass to first base. Make them make a play. If you're hustling, right, out of the side of their eye, they know you're hustling, and that just might make the mistake. Put pressure on the other team, make them make a mistake. That's how I want to approach these bets here. We're going to approach a streak in the game by applying as much pressure as we can, right? When it happens, you don't know what streak's going to happen. You don't know what trend's forming. You don't know when anything's happening. You're just on the bet that you're on. But I can tell you this, if you can find a way to apply pressure, stay low when it's calm. Keep your bets low as you can until it happens. When the storm starts to happen, when you catch a win, God forbid you catch 2 wins in a row, boom, now you're applying pressure. And if that variant stays true, if the storm happens, if the sea rises, you're with it. And you can boom, 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 and get out of there quicker. You bet into the variant is what I say, okay? Now there's issues with it too, right? If you don't get it, you're gonna bleed out. You're gonna just bleed, waiting for the magic to happen. You're gonna have to have magic. It's gotta be a miracle to happen, all right? So that's the danger of playing this way, but there's also goodness to it. So today, we're gonna run with the RUP, the regression up and pull. This is a simple one. It's one of the ones that our good friend Ken from Ken Knows Gambling preaches as the best way to play, or one of the best ways to play. It's a great way to do it. This has got, how do I say this right? People look at this and they kind of go, oh boy, whatever, a little 1 unit presses doesn't do anything. I can tell you this, it's got way more power than you think it does. When you see the numbers and I see the chips at the table here, you're gonna be like, wow, that's actually more powerful than I thought. I'm gonna work, by the way, all these strategies with a four streak win. We're gonna look at what it looks like to win 4 in a row. That'll be our basis of comparison. Essentially, the way that RUP works is this. You start with a higher than table minimum bet. Doesn't matter what that is for you. It can be 1 unit over a table minimum. It can be a partial unit. Like for example, at a $25 table, you can bet 30 bucks. As long as you can regress back, you're fine, right? I like to go a little more than that so I have a better regression. But basically, you're gonna hit 1, you're gonna pull your bets backwards. On hit 2, 3, 4, 5, you're gonna go up 1 unit and pull the remainder back to your rack. Up a unit, pull the remainder back. Depending on how big your units are, this can be an extremely powerful way to play. Again, a unit can be a full betting unit or a partial unit. I'll show you an example of both ways here in just a second. The nice thing about this way of playing is that your first hit locks a profit. If you play it at the correct levels, what I would say, and I think three over base is the correct level for me, your first unit locks in a profit. It's a beautiful thing. The ugly side of an RUP or regression up and pull is that you're maximizing your risk early. You're going out there with 3 units or whatever. You're maximizing your risk on that first roll, which kind of sucks. The other positive progressions typically work with a 1 unit base. So you never have more than 1 unit at risk. Today, we're gonna have 3 units at risk, maybe some level beneath that, but that's gonna be the thing. A little bit more risk early is the biggest con. And it takes 3 wins to really get it cooking. If you go down on your first bet, you're gonna need 3 successive wins to kind of catch it up. The build back plan or the recovery plan of the RUP takes a few hits to get there. It takes a little bit of work to recover it back. The other positive progressions are usually 1 unit at the start. So your recovery plan is kind of built into it. So with all that said, I want to go to my table. I'm going to go back out there and let's actually zoom in here. Oh, I have my old, what is that? Is that the, what is that from? Is that the Fibonacci? That was the Marty. Let's do it. Let's go and show you how this plays out. You're going to love this, by the way, the RUP, and I'm going to show it to you on a flat bet, not on the box. You can do it up in the box as well, but I'm going to show it to you down here on the line. Let me get this out of the way. Hold on a second. Put that up there. And let me do it with white chips real quick. I'm just going to take some white chips out here, and I'm going to start us with 3 white chips. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be our bankroll. All right. Now I want you to watch. We'll do it on the line, just to make it easy. Of course, I'll go to my favorite, my don't pass line bet. And let's assume that we put all three bets out there, right? 1 unit, 1 white chip, whatever that is, 5, 10, 20, whatever the number is, that's your table minimum bet, okay? We can even do it in greens. Just to make it more real, I'll do it with greens. There's 3 green units, $75. This is your biggest risk. This is the part where you go, oh, good, right? Don't love that so much. But here we go. We're gonna go from 3. We're gonna win 3 units, which is pretty damn cool, right? What you're gonna do here is you're gonna regress your bet, and then we're gonna go up and pull. So watch what happens. The first time we win 3, we're gonna regress our bet down by at least 1 unit. Okay, by at least 1 unit, I'll leave 2 out here. And I think this is an important level to do. I think 2 is be left with more than table minimum if you can, okay? I've got 4 units in my rack, which means I got my starting bet back and a unit in profit. So if you catch the first win, you're locking profit, which is the best part about this. The worst part about this is that you've got 3 units out there that first time, okay? Now, once you've got your first win locked up, now we're gonna go up and pull on every single hit. Watch what happens here. Okay, there's our first hit was that. Our second hit will be for 2 units. We're gonna go up a unit and pull a unit in profit. Our next hit number 3, is a 3 unit win. We go up a unit and pull 2 units back in profit. Our fourth hit, again, we're gonna go 4 hits on all these strategies. Fourth hit pays 4 and we're done. Bring it all back. There's your starting bankroll. Your starting bet was 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. There's 10. There's 12. That wins 12 units in 4 hits. That's pretty stout. If you can catch a streak of 4 in a row, which not unheard of to win 4 in a row on any bet, this works. Any one of these bets, it'll work, okay? That's a 10, 12 units in profit. You can imagine doing this, okay, anywhere on the table. Let's just, for example, take the 9 as an example. We put 3 units up on the 9, $30, right? That pays $42. Let's just do it real quick, $42. There's your first hit. Regress down to a 2 unit bet, $20. Okay, now you've got your money back in the rack plus profit. You've racked up profit. You went from 3 units, $30, down to 2 units, $20. That pays 28. I'll actually pay it with reds. It pays $28. Up a unit. A unit is $10. And pull back profit. That's hit 2. Back to 30. Pays 42. Right? Up a unit, which is $10, and pull a profit. Now we're at, what are we at? 40, 35, $40. It pays 56. Your fourth hit, you're done. And guess what? There's your starting bankroll. And look how much money you won. There's 100, 25, 150, 160, 65, 168. From 30 to 168. That ain't bad, right? And if you think about what is a unit is $10, right? That's 15 units. That's good, and that's because you got the extra juice of the payment there. It's more than 1 to 1. That's a beautiful thing right there in 4 hits. So that works everywhere. And again, I think the key to it is to start a little bit high. You can start with a $25 bet, okay? Take the $25 win and regress down to like $15. And take this back. You got your $25 back plus 10. When 15 wins, again, we're doing 1 to 1 bets. Again, it's up and pull. 20 wins, up and pull. 25 wins, you pull it all back. And where do we get to? 25, 50, 75, $85 from 25. Even at smaller than full units, the up and pull is still incredibly powerful as a way to bet. I love this system. I don't love going out with 3 units to start the thing, but I sure as hell love how fast it accelerates my bets and my wins. Again, you're looking for a streak of 4. In this one here, I'm looking for a streak of 4. In the box, up and pull, 2 hits on a number, you're good. you got some good profit. Let's do it. Let's play a little bit. Let's put, I'm going to take the rack. I'm going to put, let's do like 200 bucks. Actually, I'll do this. I'll do 300 bucks. Okay. Why 300 bucks? Because we're going to take green chips. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take 4 cracks at it. I'm going to take 4 cracks at making some money. Okay. 3 sets of 4 or 4 sets of 3 units. Let's work the field. See if I can't make some field wins. Puck will be off. Who cares about the puck? Let's just try and get a streak of 4 before I get out of here. We're either going to burn that, or we're going to make some money. Okay, you're going to have, if you think about it, because we know that it wins 12 units at the end, 4 is going to be about right. When we burn 4, we're either going to make 12 and tie by the 4th one, or we're going to make nothing. Oh my God. There's a 6. Watch me burn 300 bucks in like 8 seconds here. Here we go. Come on, field. Do your thing, field. There's a yo, 6-5 yo. All right. We're going to win 3. I'm going to take one back. There's up and pull. Let's go. Regardless, that session's a winner. There's a 5. We missed it out. But we got the 1 hit that we needed for that shot to show some profit. There's a 4. Sweet. All right. Same thing. Up and pull. There's 3 units. We're going to regress. Now we're going to go look for up and pull for 4 hits. Can we get 4 hits? There's a 9. Hey, look at that. That's awesome. That's a 2-unit winner. We're going to go up and pull. Now look, I've pulled 3 times here. We got one of our losses is back. We're actually even at this point. Okay. Recovered 2 losses pretty quick. There's a yo. Okay. 3-unit win. Up and pull. And there's a 10. We did it. 4 in a row. Looky, looky, looky. 4 in a row. We did it. 4-unit win. There's our starting bankroll. Okay, now we lost a couple. But look at that. There's $175 in wins. Up and pull. Powerful, right? We got burned and burned, right? We cut a couple of one hitting out. To get a little bit in here, we catch 4 in a row. We recover our loss. And again, we're not going to get the full 12 units in wins that I showed you here because we recovered the loss along the way. We recovered 5 units in loss. Pretty cool, right? The up and pull, pretty badass little way to play. I think it's one of the better positive progression systems. Again, you got to fight the going up a little higher in the beginning, okay? And again, if you're playing the box, we can repeat that whole process on the box. Let's go up here. Let's take this like so. Let's go to the box and we'll do we'll do 30 bucks on each of them. I'll need more money. So we're going to go 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we have out here, we have 30 on every number. So 3 times 6, 180 across. Okay, 180 across. Let's just take it one time through. And we'll up and pull each number separately. We'll regress each number, if we can, down as we go. There's a 7 on the come out. I'll show you how this pattern works up in the box. There's an 11 on the come out, and then we'll probably have to call the show here so I can go to work. There's a 4, 1, 5. Here we go. Little regression up and pull on every number if I can avoid the nasty. Can I avoid big nasty? I don't know. Let's see. Nope, I can't. Let's pretend it didn't happen. Now, 180 in loss. I'll put that in the rack. We'll call it 2 blacks every time I lose. There's a 9, and I'll pay myself. Actually, I'll put that here. I'll put that over here so you can see. There's the losses. I don't want to cook the books, but I just want to show you the pattern if I can get to it. All right, there's a 10. 30 is going to pay 60 bucks. We're going to regress. I'm going to regress down to, instead of 3, we're going to go to 2 units. So I'm going to take 25 bucks, make it a 2-unit bet, and bring this back to the rack. That one there is going to be up 10 bucks and pull every time it hits. If we can pull it off, right? There's a 3. There's a 6. We'll do the same thing with the 6. 30 pays 35. Okay. Go down to a 2-unit bet. I'm going to leave it at a quarter. Leave it at a quarter. Keep it simple. Okay. So from 3 units to 2 units. 8, we'll do the same thing with the 8. It's going to pay 35. Actually, 2 units I should be, well, it's close enough. Let's pull that out. All right. 9, we're going to get them all. 30 pays 42. Go from 30 to 20. Pull that back. All those numbers now have the 6, the 8, the 9, the 10 have all done the regression. Now when they repeat, they will up and pull. There's the point being reset. No payment there. 6-5, yo. $426, sweet, 54 bucks. Okay, pays 54. Now, we're gonna go up a unit and pull. A unit for me is gonna be 12 bucks. So I'm gonna take the 2, drop 10, up by 12 bucks. Now, we were at a weird number, right? So we really can't do that perfectly. So we're gonna go from 25 plus 12 would be, we're gonna go to 36 bucks. 25, 35, 36. Now it's an even sized bet. You're getting $10 up every time it happens. There's a 4. Yeah, baby. That pays 60. Looks like 20. Everything now, every bet except for the 5 has done the regression piece. Awesome sauce. 6. Check it out. 36 pays 42. I'm gonna go up by 1 unit, which is 12 bucks. Rack that, rack that. 48 and the 6. Now, 1 little unit helps a lot. There's a 7 out, which is fine. Actually, it's not a bad time. Everything regressed except for the 5. So we were in profit that whole time on that particular slug, right? How do we do? We recover that loss? I don't know. There's 5 whites. Okay, there it is. Whoops. There's 25 and 20. There's 100. There's 200. That's our loss made up for. We have 120 bucks. We were out there for 1. We're actually still down 60 bucks. We recovered our loss. We replaced the bets. Didn't quite recover it back, but you can see that little sequence right there, technically speaking, brought in the 200, 320 bucks by upping and pulling, by regressing, upping and pulling. That generated 320 for us. Pretty cool, right? Don't poo-poo the single unit press up here in the box. On the box, single unit pressing, especially early in the roll, is a great way to get built up and make that money. As far as excuse me, the even money bets, it works just as good, if not better, on the field or on the line. Even money bets, that's a great way to play roulette, baccarat on the evens, or the odds, or the reds, or the banker, whatever it is. 3 units to 2 units, up, 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 1 unit every time. If you can pull 4 off, it generates 12 units in profit. If you can pull 4 off. Now you might be down to start that run, but generating 4 units in profit is never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. All right, let's go. Quickly, I got 4 minutes to go before I got to get to that damn day job. So here we go. What questions do we have? Let me check my PCs here. Are there any questions for me? Let's see. It looks like, oh, Beat Old Bay. I don't know. Oh, you didn't listen. I didn't see it on the sheet. That's why I missed it. I'm sorry. So Beat Old Bay tonight. Don't forget that. Jen says it's a winning strategy. Quit my day job. I can quit my job and play the Red Cross. No. The Red Cross is way too volatile. It's a fun one. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy that style. But boy, putting 400 bucks out there and hoping I roll 18 numbers every day that's not a retirement plan. That is got lucky a couple times in a row. I do like the pattern of that strategy, but if you catch the wrong run like Ken did on Friday, bad news for you, baby. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out. My final thoughts are this. Pay attention all week. I'm giving you the easiest ways to catch a run. 4 in a row on any number generates 12 units in profit. Today, tomorrow, I'm going to try to make 15 in profit with a different system. And I think 14 and 16. There's ways to generate double digits units in profit from a 4-in-a-row streak, it's the positive progressions that can really attack that and recover pretty quick if you can catch them. So it's going to be a fun week. We're going to go foot on the ground, apply the pressure, do the thing. All right. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Wish me luck in tomorrow's daily paycheck, and then I'll see you back here again at 8 Pacific. This is John from ProCraps signing off. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm John from the YouTube channels ProCraps and Casino Gaming TV. This year's Craps for the Cure is going to be held November 11th and 12th in Las Vegas at Casino Quest. The whole thing will be streamed live on the Casino Quest YouTube channel. This year, obviously, we're raising money for veterans moving forward, which helps to raise service animals for veterans with PTSD. It costs $50,000 to raise one dog. That's our goal this year. Let's put one dog into one veteran's house as a group. Join us again for 20 hours over 2 days of straight up craps play, talk, competitions, dice throwing, strategy breakdowns, dealing practice, you name it. If it's got to do with craps, we're doing it for 20 straight hours to raise money for our vets. Looking forward to seeing you out there live at Casino Quest or on their YouTube channel. Again, if you want to donate, there's plenty of chances to donate at crapsforthecure.com. We have auction items, raffle items, event ticketing while you're there, and of course, live donations and pledges taken during the broadcast. Can't wait to see you there. Can't wait to hook up one vet with a dog. Let's get this done, everybody. See you on Veterans Day weekend. In the meantime, God bless.